Well, welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, we're going to look at the idea of consciousness. Consciousness or our awareness takes time. Most people want to be fully aware right away, and that's an illusion. It takes time to retrain our brain to be able to be focused in the moment, not drawing in the past, not looking to the future. We tend in our mind, because of an ego, to constantly rehash our lives instead of being present and moving on. The thing that we forget is that we have absolutely no control over the past other than how we review the past. We can look at the past as an event where we had an experience. And from that experience came these feelings, these consequences, and it's not consequences, these effects, because everything we do produces an effect. And when we become conscious, oh my God, we realize that we're responsible. We realize that our thought atmosphere creates. And so life is about exploring. It's about practicing. It's about constantly deepening into the process of becoming more aware. In other words, another simple way is becoming more aware, becoming more conscious is a journey. Life is a journey. Now, the key thing is, how are you taking your journey of life? Are you becoming more conscious? Or are you just reliving the day in, day out? Are you in a gigaloop? Is it Groundhog Day in your life? Now, the question is, if it's Groundhog Day, are you making at least one change every day as you relive it? You see, that was the key thing in the movie Groundhog Day. Bill Murray finally understood that he could use the experience to take himself and become more and become more and become more. And that's what our lives do. Our lives, if we look at the experience that we have, causes us to become more. What? Become more aware. And that's all we can do. Yesterday, at Agape, in my Sunday service in person, I added a slide in. I'm going to talk about that slide just for a little bit. I want to talk to you as you become aware and conscious. I want to talk about what's in your control and what's not in your control. Here's what's not in your control: the past, the future, actions of others, the opinions of others, what happens around you, what other people think of you, the effort, the outcome of your efforts, and how others take care of themselves. You have no control. Absolutely none. And yet I'll bet you everyone out there is trying to control that. They're trying to control their past, their future. They're trying to control what other people think, what other people do, how they react. They're trying to control, this is a big one, the opinion of someone else about you. Do you see that any effort you put into those 8 areas is absolutely wasted? Wasted. What you do have control of the boundaries that you set for yourself, of your thoughts and your actions, the goals you set, what you give your energy to, how you speak to yourself, and how you handle changes. Those are the things that you have control over. Why not put your time and energy becoming more conscious in the areas where consciousness has an effect? Now, I'm not saying you can't have an effect on others. You can. But only if they want it. You can't get anyone to do anything that's not a desire within them. And we forget that. And so many times we're in relationships, either with life partners or with parents or children, we want to control, or they're trying to control us. And it just causes what? It causes controversy, doesn't it? It causes discomfort, disease, controversy, arguments, bitter feelings. Why? Because we're trying to make something happen that can't happen. And if someone does do what you want and it's against what they want, eventually it'll come back and it's going to blow up in your face and their face. Because here's the one thing that I do understand and I know is that being authentic is the only way to live. Being the authentic you is the only way to live. But the key thing, you've got to decide, what is the authentic you? I said hello to everybody, but hey, everybody out there, Shadow, Sunette, Carly, Zach, Delpha, Maggie, Johanna, McBride, all of you out there, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I love being on this journey with you. You don't realize, but every day when I get to talk, I'm talking to you about what's on my mind. What am I thinking about? What am I going through? How am I becoming more aware? So for me, this is a joy. I get clarity as I talk to you. And hopefully what I give to you are ideas. Most importantly, what I hope I give to you are questions that you can ask yourself and that you can find your own answers. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have your answers. You do. Contrary to what everyone else tells you, you got to find a teacher, got to find a guru. A great teacher is a teacher who gets you to ask questions. And you may get frustrated with that because that means you got to think. And most people don't want to think. I'm going to ask you a question today. Here's a question. What are the top 3 things in the day that you're going to choose to give your energy to? What are the top 3 things you're going to consciously choose today to give your energy to today? Whatever they are, they'll set the tone of your day. I want to invite you. If you haven't signed up, I'm starting classes tonight. Tonight I start Spiritual Foundations class. It's a 10-week class on Mondays. On Tuesdays, I'm starting the 7 Spiritual Habits of Success by Deepak Chopra class. That's a 7-week class. If you're interested in going deep with me and others of like mind, go to agapespiritualcenter.com and sign up today. There's still time. This is where we go deep. This is fun. The depth comes in the classes and the work involved in going through the classes. It changes you. It helps you become more aware because you only become more aware when you ask more questions. And you ask questions, is this in my control or is this out of my control? If it's in my control, what can I do to change my belief, which will change my thoughts, words, actions, and feelings about a specific desired result so that I can build it into my unconscious habits and make it an automatic creation. Habits are the great thing. I talk about that all the time, and I'll continue to talk about that because your habits create your destiny. Today, thank you for spending your time with me, giving me your energy, and hopefully it will help you evolve. Make it a great day, everyone. Know that I love you. Aloha.